Hello, welcome to today's stream. Hello, I hope you guys can hear me. I think you can, because I can see the stuff moving. The audio levels, that's the one. But yes, welcome to Friday's stream. Hi, Flandre. Hello, Aventura, and hello, Cupid. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, I do apologize about the ads. We usually try and run 3-minute ads in the beginning to try and just get it out the way, but yeah. Also, just a quick one, no 2D model today, even though I've been having it on for the past 2 streams, but I've just not been using it, so I've just like not even turned it on today. Well, that's a lie. I turned it on and then closed it because I was like, I can't be bothered. So yeah, we're just gonna do 3D today, but that's fine. How's it going, Zenny? I'm good. It's finally Friday. I hope you're doing well as well. We're gonna be going on a little side quest today. And I have something I need to finish. And by finish, I mean I have something I need to modify, where half of it isn't mine. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. It's something that basically gonna get 3D printed. So you'll see, because I'm gonna have to do it on stream, because I didn't get time to do it any other time. But yeah, we can't hear you. We can only hear Visu playing League. That would have been true if it wasn't for the fact that you know, the errands I mentioned on stream. So Visu has kindly gone out of his way in the very troublesome nature to basically do it for me so that I could get stream on time. Well, semi on time. Marita was giving me some crap earlier and it was breaking, so that's why I was a little bit late, so I do apologize. But yeah, he's basically gone out to try and get the stuff for me, which means I'm expecting a call. So I might just have to BRB from stream a little bit just during the call, but it should only be like a minute, so hopefully it should be fine. I mean, the 2.0 is close to finish. Gotta give this 3D model some more time in the limelight before you retire it. That is true. I think as much as I'm excited to finish my 2.0, I think I'm gonna miss my 1.0 a little bit. But I'm hoping I'm not gonna like I'm gonna retire it, but I'm hoping to still be able to bring it back in certain ways or scenarios. But also, hello, Mio. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Like, I'm not gonna just be like, right, she's deleted now. She's gone forever. Like, I'm still gonna keep her, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do some animation practice or something. If I need like a second character, I can just bring my 1.0 in or something. I don't know. Tell me about it. Friday. Yes, finally, Friday. It's been a really... I'm not gonna be much of a Debbie Downer, but it's been a really, really rough week. So I'm glad that it's finally over. I'm actually going to be touching grass tomorrow, like the entire day, which is very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. But also, it's going to be a bit scary. So yeah, I get anxious about social interactions, I'd say. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good. And then Sunday, I'm probably just going to spend the day recovering. So usually I work out on Saturdays. I say usually, I did it like once last week. But I'm not going to do that this week. I won't have time. Oh, well, it depends how early I wake up. But knowing me, I'm not going to wake up very early. So, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be great. You got a 3D printer in the end? So Visu has a 3D printer. Well, he has two. He has 2 3D printers now. So we have one that's a printer that's very good and very quick. It's like, is it, what's it called? It's not resin. It's like the other thing that isn't resin. So it's not great for making like figurines and stuff, but it's great at everything else. And we don't need it to be like figurine ready, whatever I'm trying to print. It just needs to look like okay from a distance. So FDM, yeah, I think that's it. And then we have another printer, which is a multicolor. Okay, so the first printer can multicolor, but it only has one nozzle, so it needs to swap between, which is really annoying and it takes like forever. But we recently got a new printer which can do 4 nozzles at a time, which is kind of sick when you think about it. So it saves a lot of time doing multicolor prints. And Visu has been experimenting with some, I think they're called spectrum prints, where you basically mix 2 colors to try and make like a 3rd or a 4th or a 5th color, which is really cool. So yes, he's been experimenting a little bit with that. I think the chicken we printed, I think I took a picture of it and posted in the server, but I don't know. It's really cool. Like, so hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find that picture and I'll show it. I'll post it in the Discord again. I think it's the one where I'm like, holy shit, my hands look like a grandma or something. Oh no, it was a dragon. So the dragon was the multicolor test, but then we have a spectrum test. Hang on. I think that's what it's called. I'll just take a picture of it now. It's very, very cool. Oh damn, 4 nozzles. That must have cost some monies. It is definitely not a cheap printer, but it's not okay. So I don't remember the price, but it's definitely not like 2 grand, but it's still like a lot of money. Hang on, I'm gonna take a picture. I'll show my fucking grandma arms or grandma fingers, I guess. Hang on, I need to like, oh, what was that? Something disconnected. I don't know what it was. Slow mode? No, that's not right. Is it on slow mode right now? It shouldn't be. I would have thought 4 nozzles would have been about 2K, so that's awesome. It wasn't. I think it was, hang on. I need to like try and take a picture that's like normal without, hang on. Give me one moment. All right, I've taken 2 pictures. Okay, I think it's just my OBS crashing out. So I don't know how well it shows on the image is my only thing, but sorry, I'm just trying to like take screenshots. But it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of screens, like how screens and pixels work. Right, I posted it in media, but I'm gonna take one of them and put them on stream because I think it's really cool. So basically, I feel like I'm like Inception taking screenshots at the moment. Oh wait, shit. Does that not? Hang on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, apparently it doesn't work on the screen. This is the chicken. And what's really cool is that it's only used 4 colors to print. But the purple is not one of those. But it looks like purple, right? I think I'm trying to remember what colors there were. I think yellow was 1. Blue is 1. Green is not 1. I think it was pink, yellow, blue, and then white. Yeah, because the beak is white. But you can see green, you can see purple, you can see, I think, is it the orange? Hang on. I'm trying to think if, like, I'm trying to look to see if the orange is actually a color or not. Well, the orange must be a color. Hang on. I don't know anymore. But it's okay, so there's only 4 nozzles, so how does that work? White. Hang on. Pink, blue. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. I don't know if it's... No, the orange is not a color. The orange is not a filament color. I think it's a mix of yellow and pink, maybe. But yeah, how cool is that? And if you really look close, you can see it really on the purple. It's a mix of blue and pink. But when you look at it, like, not even from afar, like if you just put it like a hand's worth of distance away, you'll be like, oh yeah, it looks like purple. But then if you go any closer, you'll be like, oh shit, yeah, it's just like a shit ton of layers of pink and blue, which is what I mean. Like, it kind of reminds me of how pixels work, like screens and stuff. So yeah, very cool, very fancy. Hang on. All right. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys that. So yeah, he was testing out something. I think he didn't make this. Like this is just something that as he found online, which is like Spectrum, where you combine a bunch. And he also printed a wheel, which had like different colors, and he wanted to see if he could make. I'm gonna get it actually. I'm gonna get it because now I want to talk about it. Hang on. All right, I'm back. So he printed this like almost like a color palette wheel, which uses. Oh wait, okay, 2 seconds. I need to be a bit. Hello, sorry, I'm back. Hello Shades, welcome in. Right, sorry. Hang on, I missed like a bunch of messages. That's really good print. Would you be able to link me the printer? Yeah, hang on. So I think it's called Snapmaker or something. Let me see if I can just find it now for you. Oh my god, hang on. I think if I see it, I'll find it. I think it's the Snapmaker UI 3D printer. Sorry, U1 3D printer. And it's $899 right now. I think it's that one. Let me just double check. Yeah, because I think it's like brand new basically. And it doesn't look like any of the other ones. Yeah, it's that one. It's very certain it's that one. Hang on. I'll just put that in the... I'll put that in media on my server. Or actually, I'll just put it in chat. There we go. Okay, now I'm here. What happened? Nothing happened. I just had to take a phone call, which is why I was muted. And then I thought it was funny that I could still have tracking on. So, we were just talking about this 3D printed chicken. Oh, and then I went to go and get the wheel thing that VTuber had printed. So basically, it uses red, yellow, blue, and white, which I think is the same colors as the chicken. But there's so many color variants. Like obviously some of them do not blend as nicely as others, but some of them just like, I think the specific colors with white, they blend really well. So I'll take a picture of that as well. So can I make out of line jokes here, or am I limited? You are limited to the rules in the chat, and you're also limited to being respectful, I'd say. I would just recommend just like being, I guess, a normal person, and then you'll be fine. I don't like following rules. Well, that is a shame because I do have rules. Right, I'll just take a picture of this one as well. I'll show you guys what it looks like because it's kind of cool. So I'm just taking a screenshot of it now. My desk is dusty. I need to clean it. Right, okay. So I'll put that in thingy as well, and then I'll take a screenshot and show the class. There we go. The picture doesn't really do justice. It's relatively dark in my room right now, but if I do this, oh, there we go. This is the wheel, or the thing, the palette, basically like a color palette. So basically, it's 4 colors. Sorry, so it's blue, yellow, red, and then white. And pink. Blue, yellow, pink, and white. And it's been able to make all those like different shades and stuff like that. Obviously, some of them you'll see aren't blended as nicely, especially like on the top, because you can see the layers, like the layer separation more. But if you look from like the side, it's pretty damn good. Cyan magenta and yellow. Oh, is that what it's called? Is that SMYK? Is that the colors maybe? Hello, Plobby, welcome in. Did you just say shades? Yeah, well, it's different like mixes basically of each color, and it's really cool that you can do this. Also, hi Dumo. Sorry, I forgot to say hi to you. But yeah, welcome in. I don't know people's ages, but from experience, I'd say we're all mid-20s and above in that sort of mindset. So I'd say I'm late 20s, so that's fine. I think as long as you're just being respectful and you realize that like people are human beings and not just like NPCs on the internet, then you should be good. If there's anything I don't like, I will tell you. And if you go too far, then I will just ban you, to be honest. But I don't want to do that. But yeah, we're gonna do some 3D today. So let me just move that. It's like refusing. No, hang on. It's like refusing to. There we go. Cool. Someone gotta be out of place, and I'd like to be that someone. I would recommend you don't. Like, while I do have chat rules, I also go off vibes. And it doesn't hurt to just be like, I say normal people. Like, I don't think anyone, well, I don't think I myself is normal, but I think as long as you're nice and kind, then that's fine. But we're gonna just adjust it. So this is basically a skull. I have not made this skull. I was able to find an STL file and I just want to print it for something. So I've added these handles, but after printing it, I realized that the handles they need to be, I think it's further up. I need to boolean the below a little bit more. So I'm just going to do that right before we start working on my 2.0. I know it says texturing in the thing, but so I think, so this is already booleaned. I'm just going to duplicate it. Wait, can I duplicate it? Hang on. I'm just gonna, I guess, separate those. So we're moving into 3D printing artist now. No. So I've not made the skull. I've just made the handles, which was I say very quick, but I've probably spent like a day just like figuring out like what type of handle I needed. Like, we've been printing some tests to try and get it to look nice. And then we also have to boolean a little like concave bit underneath it. So I didn't fully get that right on the last try. I got pretty close, I'd say. But I didn't fully get it correct. So I'm gonna move the handles a little bit up, which means the skull can be further down on where it needs to be. And then we're gonna, I think, make the concave hole, or not the hole, but like the concave bit a bit bigger as well. It's not visible in here because I have like a specific thing here that I'm gonna use. So I'm just having a look now to see where I need to move it. Also, hello Acadia, welcome in. 3D printing looks fun. My father has been playing with one, but I don't have time to get into it. No, that's fair. I've not gone onto the printer and gone print. Like, I always ask Visu for help because he just is very knowledgeable about this stuff. I mean, one of my like, what's it called? One of my bucket list goals, is that what it's called? Is to design, sculpt, print, paint my own figurine. Like, that's one of the things I've wanted to do for years. So I mean, this was before I even learned how to do 3D, that I wanted to do that, because I think figurines are just really cool. And I'm kind of like, I say like 3/4 the way there. I don't know math, but I'm fairly close. The only thing I'm a bit unsure about is the painting bit. I feel like I could do everything up to there. Painting on physical media is scary as hell. There's no like Control Z. What the hell? Like that? No. So I'm gonna do that someday. But the printing bit also isn't like super important in terms of I need to print it. Like I could just like, you know how you can like rent resin printers and use those, you can like ship a file off and they print it. I might do that because like while we do have that, like it does nice prints, but it's not perfect for like figurines, especially for like if I'm gonna be painting it and processing it and stuff like that. So I want to send you bobblehead. Hi Lucy, welcome in. You crave violence? Why? What's wrong? That would be really cool. On a similar note, I recently got some super cheap kids clay on Amazon and I've been practicing the idea of figurine sculpting by hand. You're braver than me, that's for sure. Even though I can 3D models, I don't think I can do like physical media sculptures. That's nah. I've never been very good at physical media, so it's a scary process. But yes, let's just do this thing that we're gonna do real quick. So I'm gonna say like, probably like here is probably fine. Or like here. We're gonna have to extend it a bit because the recent Boolean I did kind of messed up things, so I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna extend it because I don't think it's gonna cause any issues. Well, I hope it isn't gonna cause any issues, but we'll see. I realize I probably need to do that on this side as well. So I'll just like take this and just do that, I guess. That works. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing here. It doesn't have to be like symmetrical in terms of topology, so should be okay. Like that should probably be fine. You see there's some Z fighting? Is that what it's called? Because why not? Fair. Oh, you wouldn't believe how bad I was at it though. I had fun though. I mean, that is important. It's important to have fun. So what is this for? A cosplay? Yes and no. So it's not really a cosplay. It's just gonna be a little like dress up thing that I was gonna do. I can't share any information unfortunately because someone might be listening in and I don't want them to know. But yeah, it's gonna be just like a silly little thing, and I think it would be cool. I wanted to do more, like I wanted to do more out of it, but then I was like, no, there isn't much point. But I did put effort in, so I think it should be okay. I think it should be fine. But I can show you guys, like, well, I can't show you guys. I can explain what it's for later, maybe, possibly. Yeah, not today, not today. But yeah, we're just gonna quickly do this. I think we need to do the Boolean as well. Oh, there's one thing. So on the recent one, which is this one, I did extend this bit, so we need to just do that as well. So I'm just gonna take, oh, hang on. I'm just gonna take this and then take this, and we're just gonna do the same. Because I found that when I had it only this far out, the thing that I needed to put in didn't fit. So cryptic, so mysterious. I know. I wanna, don't get me wrong, I wanna tell you, but I can't. Oh, hang on. Right, let me turn that off now. Permia mini spoopling as an accessory for my Bexpo outfit. It'll be like 1 color or 4 colors, if so. I don't think the model I made for you will be printable, so that wouldn't work. It would have to be made manifold or like watertight, otherwise it would have a bad time, but it could be doable. What I can do is I can take a screenshot of it and I can print it with my normal paper printer give you a piece of paper with your spooping on it. I can ask my friend. Yeah, that's probably better, to be honest. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, okay, so I think that's moved. I think that's fine. Oh, I need to boolean it. So I'm just gonna take not a screenshot, but a duplicate of this. Gonna hide that. Oh, there's 2 of them now. Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait, that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. So I'll do boolean and then, oh. Wait, which one is it? Where'd it go? Huh? Oh, there we go. Manifold. That should be fine. Apply. Do people use paper printers still in this day and age? Yeah, they must do. I don't really, but they must do. Ooh, that's not very good. Actually, no, that might be fine. Actually, that might be fine. Let's combine that. We'll have to see if it's fine. If not, we can probably just delete it. And then we have a circle, or we have like a sphere that we need to... I think I just need to scale it. Like, I think... I guess the problem is that... Oh, that's gonna go a bit... Maybe I need to move it like out like so and then scale it down. I think it'll be fine if there's a bit of... Like, I'm trying to imagine, like, if we boolean... I'm trying to duplicate this. Hello? Oh wait, hang on. Like, I think that should be okay. I'm a little bit worried about these pieces. That's my only concern. The price of ink alone is extortionate. That is true. That is true. Hang on. I'm just gonna turn this off as well. Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried about the edges here. Are you making Sunny? Hello. Hello, Treddy. Welcome in. I'm just trying to do a quick boolean on a, not the blobby, on the skull for the thing. And then we're going to move over to texturing of my 2.0. I'm just thinking if maybe I should, if I should get rid of those. Oh, sorry. I've just hit the microphone. Like if I just, I'm gonna duplicate this one, and then if I just move it like what would that, oh, that, yeah, that will like go into, but if I do like this instead, that might be better. And then just do the same thing on this side. Let's try it. Let's try it. So I'm gonna save incremental. So we'll apply this boolean, and then we'll boolean this one. I thought at first it was a frog, but then I realized it was something else. Oh yeah, no, it's just a skull. I haven't made this skull, by the way. I was able to download it from an STL, but I just needed to get this done today so I can 3D print it and hopefully test that it works. My computer's froze. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay, so if I get rid of sphere 2, that should have... Oh, it's taken a bit of the skull off. Why has it done that? Probably because this has done that. Like if I do this instead. Oh wait, is that? Oh no, that wasn't taken from... Was that taken through Spear 1? Hang on. Sphere 2. Oh no, it was Sphere 3. Oh, 2 seconds. I need to be real quick. I'm back. Sorry. I didn't realize I was going to get another phone call. I might get a third one. Who knows? But I'm back. Is it hard to make skull? I don't know. I've not made one. So I have not made this one. I'm just making some modifications to it. But I've previously also never tried to make one. So I don't actually know. Do you do 3D modeling? Man, it's been a long week. Oh, 100%. 110%. Honestly, it's been really bad week. Really bad week. But it's Friday now, which means the week is nearly over. I think this looks okay. If I do... Yeah, let's just apply that one. No, hang on. I should duplicate this one, shouldn't I? Yeah. So apply this one and then Sphere 4. Manifold. It doesn't look very nice in terms of it has that, but I think that's fine for my purpose. I think I probably want to just try and like, yeah, that should be fine. It's not gonna be pretty, but that's okay. Apply. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be a-okay. I'm a little bit worried about the sharp edges now, but I don't think I need to worry. So that's fine. Okay, cool. Let me just save this as an STL. Skull 5. I can't wait for May. May? What happens in May? I did, but I'm so bad at it. That's why I wonder if you have a guide on how to make female ones, the ones you use, like my models. I don't have a tutorial or a guide specifically on how to make 3D models, but I do have a lot of VODs. So, and if there's anything that you're really stuck on or need help with, I'm more than happy to help you out. Like if it's anything specific, as long as you're willing to learn, then I'm very happy. Right, okay. So I think we're done with what I need to do, so that's fine. I'm just gonna send that file over to Visu. Where did I save it? And then we're gonna go over to texturing, my 2.0. I think that's gonna be fun. Where is it? I can't see the folder. It should be called like other 3D projects or something. Hang on, let me just go into home. I'll just find the folder this way. Open file location. There we go. Right, sent. We can move on. Yay! It's the first time in a while that I've actually finished something. My model map was free by then. Oh, very nice, very nice. What are you getting? Well, you probably can't say, but do you have any hints for what you're getting commissioned? I'm stuck with hair and eyes and mouth and nose. Those are the toughest for me to make. And also how to make the head perfectly and back of the head to close it. So, is it anime style that you're going for? Ooh, 2.0 is exciting. Wait, is your current model I'm seeing 3D? Yeah, it is. Hang on. Let me show you. So this is, keep in mind, this is a very badly made model for my current standards. So I'm just gonna, oh, sorry. What? So this is my 3D model with physics and everything. The shader I'm using, because I think the shader is quite important in making it look good, is Poratune, which is a European shader, and I'm using Baruto to track it, with VTuber Studio as the tracking method. Pyomi? No, so I have a previous version of the model that uses Pyomi, but I'm using it with Poratune. Yes, that's right. I have Baruto Pro. Looks cute. Do you have a guide for this? I do not have a specific guide, but what I'd say, oh, hang on. I need to BRB real quick again. Sorry. So sorry. That should, I think, be the last phone call. But I'm back. Hang on. Let me just mute. There we go. Man, I kind of want to get it. I honestly, like, personally, I do think it's worth it, but at the same time, it depends if you also want to pay money for the shaders. So, for example, Potatune is relatively cheap compared to the other alternatives. So if you get Baruto Pro, you can use URP and BIRP. URP means you can use shaders such as Nylotune, Potato Tune. You can also use Liltune URP, which is a free URP shader, but it will be more similar to Liltune as it is as BIRP. I don't think there's much difference. It just allows you to use the Tune shader in URP, which is nice. I think Potatune is a step above, where it allows you to get nice shaders or nice shadows. I think there's not a lot of shadows on at the moment because, hang on, because I've where is it? Oh, sorry. I think it's the light that's like, oh, there we go. So you get, ignore the shadow bits that's like a line through. I think that's just the environment, but you get those nice neck shadows, which is really nice with Potatune, and you get post-processing, which allows you to do a bunch of funny stuff. The same thing you can do with Nylotune as well, but I don't have Nylotune. I know that Nylotune is a lot more expensive than Potatune. So I think Potatune is a nice alternative for if you just got Rudopo and you don't have Nylotune license. Oh god, what lighting did I use? Actually, let's just swap back. There we go. Oh god. Where's, I need someone to turn the lights on. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Cool. Right, we're back. But yeah, I really like the shader. It doesn't have as many features as Pyomi. That's one thing to keep in mind. Like Pyomi is amazing. I love it. I use it for all of my clients as models. Because I don't assume that like my clients have a Rudo Pro, so they wouldn't be able to use like Potato Tune or something like that. But Pyomi is amazing. Potatune I think just needs a bit more work in terms of getting all those nice features. Did you start with plain or cylinder with this character? So I'm trying to remember. I think I started with circle, which I guess extruded into a cylinder, and then I just moved upwards. So if I remember correctly, I started by basically putting my reference, my 2D reference up here behind, and then I would start with a circle and then just like extrude until I like got the shape, and then I'd change the topology. As I said, this model, my 1.0, is very badly made because I made it like 2 or 3 years ago now. and it has many faults, many mistakes. It has been cleaned up a little bit throughout, but I knew that I wanted to do my 2.0, so I didn't spend too much time. Like actually fixing it. There's so much more I can fix. Like stuff like the side of my face looks really bad. My front face looks fine, but from the side it looks really bad. And it's something that I've wanted to fix, but yeah. Such a poorly timed work call. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. If there's anything you want me to repeat, just let me know. I just started my 2.0 yesterday. Oh, exciting. Very nice. Yeah, my 2.0 was in the works for a very long time because I was so indecisive on the design. I'll show you the progress I've done so far. Because we're gonna jump into Substance Painter. I need to get my tablet, but let me just get that set up now. I think it's this one. No, that's not right. Hang on. Oh wait, that is right. There we go. This is my current progress. It's pretty round base color because of the backflipped eyes, but this is what I have so far. Ignore the toes. They're like that at the moment because I'm gonna use blend shapes to fit them into the shoes. And we're gonna be letting the shader do a lot of the work. And every time I think of that, I think, oh yeah, I'll just use Payomi and I'll get everything I need, but I'm gonna be using Pototune. So I need to consider any limitations on Pototune's part, but I think it should be fine. And this is 3 combined hairstyles. So we have this one, which is like a cute bob, and then this one, which is like the OG. Like my 2.0 is a bit weird because it's based off of 2.0 version 1 and 2.0 version 2, and it's had a lot of like micro versions between that. So it's a lot. And also there's gonna be sleeves on here, which I haven't put on because I need to fix them because their shading looks a bit shit. So, oh, that's just a bit of clipping. I don't know why, but I think at some point I've millimeterly moved parts of my model around and I haven't noticed until I put it into Substance Painter. So things are a bit fucked in terms of clipping, but it will be easy to fix once we get back into Blender with this. But yeah, this is my progress so far. It's a little bit different. It's purple color scheme, but I quite like it. It's still gonna have that same gradient look, so it's still gonna be very cute. But yeah, I'm just gonna get my tablet real quick. It's just like right above me, but I need to like stand up. I'm back. I feel like you should start your own guide making full parts of each character. I think that could be really cool. My only problem with that is that 3D modeling is not my full-time job. So I work on it when I have time, like after my full-time job. And at the moment I'm working on finishing a commission, which means that my only progress on this model right now is made on stream. I could go in and edit a lot of the VODs because majority of the model making will be on stream, and I think I should have VODs for VODs. I think I should have VODs for most of it, but there are some things that I cannot do on Twitch, which is texturing the body, some parts of modeling the body. Twitch doesn't like, is my assumption, so I'm too scared to do it. So it's not like a full tutorial, but I do want to eventually make like maybe maybe we get a design and I can record me making it, but it won't be like as complex as my 2.0 or as complex as one of my commission models. It will just be like a nice, easy design that allows people to follow along. I think that could be cool because I want to get more into like tutorial content, but it's just about like figuring out what people want to see. And I'm also not an expert at anything, so if I make a tutorial on something, the last thing I'd want is like people to be like, oh, there's like a billion different better ways to do this, why you're doing it this way, blah, 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 which is fine. People allowed to criticize, but I can only show what I know, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's my only like concern. And I'm nowhere near like being an expert on anything in my field. So it's just a mix of those things, you know? at the moment, if VSU makes a Verudo plugin, I sometimes make a video just showing how it works. If it's not super like simple, straight, like, what's it called? Just straight on this, like, this is what you do, this is how you use it. But I know someone who was complex. Yeah, you, Lucy. No, but your design is amazing, so it was fine. How much time will it take to make this full progress and be done with it for intermediate users? So I can take months to make a model because A, I do it part-time after my full-time job. B, it depends on like back and forth feedback, if there's anything that needs fixing, and depends on the complexity of design. It depends on, you know, is anything broken? I think last year let me just snooze that ad. Last year I even spent even longer because I was juggling full-time job, studying. I was in my last year of uni last year, and also part-time commissions and stuff. So that was crazy. I never want to do that again in terms of juggling uni as well. So that meant a model could take like a year. But I'd say that if you're just like doing this full-time, or you're just like, maybe you don't have like a full-time job, maybe you're in school or something, you could easily finish a model in like a couple weeks, 2 months, 1 month, depending on the complexity. Like, how much are you learning on the go and how much do you already know, how much experience you have, if that makes sense. So it really depends on a lot of factors. Like, you'll see full-time modelers, they can rock out a model in 2 weeks, or like they'll probably use shortcuts, as in they'll use a base model, or they'll use like something else. Fully from scratch, I'd say like comfortably like a month, but it depends on all those factors. Like, do you have time to work on it 8 hours a day or more? Because it will cost you hours if you do everything from scratch, and it's like a VTuber design. So my only Verudo Pro question, and I'm really sorry if you already said this, was it crazy expensive? Like, those shaders using are Nalotune, and those are what makes the Verudo Pro setup so expensive usually though, right? So I can't recall the price of Verudo Pro at the top of my head. What I would recommend for getting the price for that, because I think it depends on if you're an indie or if you're a corporate, I would recommend contacting the Verudo Pro or Verudo's team to look at pricing if you wanted prices. But saying that, Nilotune I know is expensive. I don't know the exact price because I don't have it, but I know that as far as I know, for indie users of Verudo Pro, Nilotune is more expensive than Verudo Pro. So that is where the very expensiveness comes in mind. What you could do as an alternative is, if you just want a Nilotune on your model, there are people you can commission to convert your model into Nilotune. And that will be much cheaper, but that means you can't really tinker with it. You can't really change things like on the go, which is probably great for someone who is like exclusively only a VTuber, but not great for people who are tinkerers like me, or modelers who want to like update things and change things and all that stuff. So yeah, it just really depends on your usage and what you want to do. Pro's about 400 USD, I think. Nalotune is like 3K. Yeah, I've heard that price about Nalotune as well myself. So it's just like things like that to keep in mind if you can afford it. But I would say that Nalotune is an amazing shader. I've never seen a model look bad with it, personally. They do some insane pretty looks with it, and I think one of the things that I really like about it is the shadows that it does and the rim light. I think Pototune is a very nice alternative for a big reduction in price, but it's still a lot of money. I think Pototune, when I bought it on sale. It was about £50 or something, but I think full price is like £90 to £100. So it's still money. It's just like relative, right? But I'd say it's worth it because I do think that Pototune can do some good stuff. I think that they're constantly working on updates. I think recently they did a gem shader thing. Like, it's still their shader, but they do presets, and you can set up like a gem look, which I'm gonna be using for this one. So we'll see how that goes. How much do each character model cost if you do for commission? I mean, the character you have. So it's funny you say that because I've been considering upping my prices, but at the moment my commissions are closed, but I have my prices on my website, and at the moment they are priced as, let me get it up, full package. So that means full VTuber model with everything like from scratch, set up, made. Also includes setup to VR chat or Rudo or both, depending on like how many things you want it to be converted to, will be £1,000. That's like the current price, but my commissions are currently closed. I haven't fully decided yet if I want to up the price before I open commissions, and even when I'll open commissions, because I still have some stuff I need to do and finish off, if that makes sense. But yeah, about £1,000, which in USD is $1,300, $1,350. However, I do have cheaper packages. One is a basic package, which basically means you still get the model. It's still like fully from scratch and everything, but it won't have AR kit. It will only have a couple expressions, and it will be set up for like one program, I think, if I remember correctly. And then I have a DIY package, which is you get the FBX, which includes a fully rigged, modeled and textured character, but it doesn't have any blend shapes, which means there's no expressions. You have to make those yourself, and you have to do all the setup yourself. But that is about $400, which is $541. $541, which I think is a fair price. It's probably a bit under what it should be, but I decided that, you know what, I could offer that as a package for anyone who wants to maybe like maybe doesn't want to go through the process of making the model and texturing the model and then rigging the model, but maybe they want to do their own blend shapes, maybe they want to do their own setup, like all that stuff. They could then save money that way, and it will save me time because Unity setup is a pain. I'm lucky that my friend is Nyla because I can just pass the conversion to her if clients ask. That's really nice. Yeah, I think I know there's a couple of people who do conversions, which is really nice because it allows, you know, like just like regular VTubers who are not 3D modelers to get a beautiful shader. So makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't care that much. I'm just sure it's great, but I'm not like pro anime, and it's not worth it. I want to play with European, get some of those camera features and stuff. So I think if it's about Verudo that you're talking about, I think there are plugins on the workshop that allow you to do a bit more like animated camera stuff. Like I know that Verudo Pro comes with director's mode, but I've not fully used it myself yet in any streams. I've played around with it, but it's a lot to set up. So I think there are some nice stuff in the workshop to just give a bit more features to Verudo without having to get Pro. But the shader stuff you can't really escape, if that makes sense. You will have to get Verudo Pro to be able to use European shaders. There might be another program down the line, I don't know, that will come out and be like, yeah, we support URP from the get-go, you don't have to pay anything. And then all you'd have to then pay is like £50 to £100, depending on if it's on a sale for Phototune, and that's it. You could also mess with URP just inside Unity to take renders and stuff like that. Like that could be an option if you don't want to use it necessarily in Verudo. What was I gonna say? 1,000 for commission is good price. It could be bigger. Yeah, you could raise your prices a bit for sure. I'd say slightly inexpensive. Well, I did read, I'm going to use that ad again. I did read very recently about a friend's prices who also does 3D modeling. And they were talking about how they would price basically like more than like the basic package that I would price. They would price that for like 10 hours. And I was like, holy shit, I'm like undercharging a lot because 10 hours doesn't even finish that. Like it doesn't even allow me to finish the model, I'm pretty sure. And that was just like for one aspect of modeling. So I was like, whoa, okay, maybe I should raise my prices. But also I think I just don't know when I'll open commissions again, like officially. So it's a bit like I'll have a look when I open it, or before I open it, of course. We'll see. Speaking of workshops, shout out to Visu for scene share, saving my cheeks for all the Naruto setups I've been doing for people. I'm glad. It's probably one of my favorite plugins by him. He also released the one recently that I haven't actually like needed to use myself yet, but it might be useful for anyone else. There's a scene combiner plugin, which I'm not using myself, so I don't know if there's any bugs or anything in it, but as far as I know, allows you to multiply or combine one scene with another. And yeah, you could give it a go if you want, because I know there's a couple of things like workshop items and things that people will release, but they release a full scene for it, and maybe you don't want to, like, maybe you've already started setting up a scene for a client, or maybe you are like a VTuber and you've already started setting up a scene. You really want to try these features out that are in a different scene, but you don't want to go through the hassle of converting everything one by one, because it's quite a big hassle. There's a scene combiner plugin that might be useful for anyone. I completely forgot he released it, and then I saw it the other day in the workshop, and I was like, oh, that's strange. I didn't know you released this. And he was like, yeah, he did. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I was trying to move over to Unreal Engine to cut out the middleman, but man, it's so much work and so much more complex. I've never used Unreal Engine, so I don't know how it is. If you do decide to make the full move, you should let me know how it goes. Dude, for real, I just finished a comm and that thing saved me so much time. I'm glad. I will make sure to pass your kind words over to him once he gets back from, I guess, my errands, from helping me out by touching grass. But yes, I think what we'll do is we'll take the ad break because I cannot physically snooze it anymore. It's 3 minutes. We're just gonna take a break, and then we'll be back, and then we'll actually start texturing and working on my 2.0. Sounds good? All right, cool. I'll see you guys very soon. My scene is such a mess. I really gotta optimize and organize it. Mine too. I still haven't gotten down to just sitting down and like fixing it. I think at this rate, I'm probably just gonna do that when I finish my 2.0, because otherwise there's no point, because there's probably things I want to throw away, things I want to keep, all that stuff. So yeah, I'll probably just make a brand new scene, to be honest. Maybe I use scene combiner. Maybe. Right. Taking a break. 3 minutes. I'll be back soon. Get something nice to eat. BRB. Sorry about the wait. So sorry about the wait. I was a bit delayed. Give me 1 second. Okay. Right. Cool. Right. I'm back. Okay. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I think I need to recalibrate. I think I've accidentally like moved my thing. I've just realized I'm really warm. Hang on. There we go. Right, AC on. We can lock in and do some work. Yeah. Okay, so hang on. I'm not fully. There we go. Right, cool. I think last time we started working on the hair, and I think we were like, yeah, we're gonna work on the line art, because so this is a flat plane, so we don't need to worry about, you know, like if you were to do like line art on the side here, it would look weird from below. We don't have to worry about that here. So I think, why don't we just add the actual line art? Now you can see that it's a bit scuffed looking. So if it doesn't turn out to be very good, I mean, to be fair, if I'm going to be using this on Rudo, I'm going to go like 4K textures, like, because why not? In VRChat, I'm going to just go 2K. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to care really, to be fair. And we can also use line art on top. So I think that should be fine. Should cover us. Sorry, I have like a shit ton of crap on my desk because I was a bit lazy today. I think that should be fine, right? Oh, I'm not calibrated my, oh, where are we? calibrating my thing. Let's see. Oh, but just regarding the topic that we talked about earlier, which was like tutorials and stuff, is there anything that you guys would say that would be beneficial in terms of tutorial that doesn't already exist, or something that I do that you haven't seen before in terms of like how I did XY? Because I think it would be cool to make tutorials, but I don't want to just make tutorials, but I also don't want to gatekeep knowledge, you know? If there's anything that, oh, I'm bald. If there's anything that you guys think could be cool, then I'm happy to share it once I have a bit of time. Even if it's just a guide, a text guide, to be honest. I think the stuff that barely gets talked about in tutorials tends to be the shaders. No, not the shaders. There's a reason why people avoid it. I don't know if my shader setups are like correct, but like I feel like there's going to be a lot more people that are better at it, but I can definitely show like a few things that I like to do that, like at the moment I'm experimenting with something on a commission to try and make like an animated not water, but like something else, liquid effect, and I haven't gotten that part yet, but once I figure it out, I think I could probably make a little tutorial on how I did it, because I think it'll be quite cool. It's a little bit on the degen side, I'm not gonna lie, but I think you can find other wholesome uses for it instead. So it would be cool. It would be fine. A tutorial on how to make beautiful art. I don't know if I can do that one. That one's too difficult, sorry. But yeah, I want to I have something else that I'm also experimenting a little bit with. I think I'm learning from like a little tutorial on Twitter. But I don't know if it was like, oh no, it was a full-on tutorial actually. But I'm gonna try and do some other stuff with it. That might be cool to share as well once it's all done. But I think I'd have to wait until like I finish the commission to show that. Unless I like redo it on like a completely different model. I could do that, to be fair. You'd also talk about how you rig for VTuber and VR chat. I was also thinking about texturing, but that's like just knowing how to draw, I guess. Yeah, I think, well, there's UVing, which I'm gonna admit is not my strongest suit, but there's a couple of things I think that like I can share how I do mine, and then other people can tear me in the comments or tear me apart in the comments and say, no, you should do this, you should do that. Or it might just be useful for someone to be like, oh, so that's how they do this. I think that could be cool, yeah. And I can also talk about like the recommended plugins that I use, because I know that there's a lot of plugins out there that do XYZ and they cost money, a lot of them. So you might not want to jump into one of them without knowing what they do. In like instead of just like examples, you might want to see them in like actually being used, you know? That could be good. I'm gonna write things down. Hang on. Let me get my obsidian. Obsidian, where are you? There you are. And also, it's a bit like the way that I rig for VTuber VR chat, it's pretty much the only way I know. Like, I've not really done a lot of animations. I use AutoRig Pro to generate rigs for me, so that I kind of just close my eyes and turn my brain off when doing that bit. But there'll probably be a few things in there that people will use if they really wanted to. Thank you for the suggestions though. I'm gonna write these down so that I have them, and then I'll be like, all right, I know what to make today. Now, would it be better from your guys' perspective if I did like a mini tutorial versus like a full-on VOD almost? Because I don't know what people prefer. I don't know if people prefer like me going through the whole thing that takes like 20 hours and it's like sped up, or just like cut to certain pieces, or if people really want to watch the 20 hours. Do you know what I mean? Like from start to finish. Things to make tutorials about. Shader settings, possibly. And And then what was it? It was... And then it was... Picturing, UV, and wrapping. I'm currently trying to learn how to rig for VTubing and also ways to stylize my 3D art. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, you probably have already figured it out by the time I get that tutorial out in 2058, but that could be good, yeah, because, like, for me, when I think of, like, people making models, if they make anime models, I just automatically assume that people put it into, like, VR chat or God knows where, Naruto or you're anywhere like that. But that's not the case at all. Like, there will be people who just make stuff just to animate or render inside Blender, like yourself. So it never occurred to me that people might not know how to fully, like, prepare. Saying that, what I'm going to do is if I do make any tutorials whatsoever, I'm going to preface it by saying that I'm not an expert. This is just how I do it, because I think that will probably stop quite a few of the, oh, well, you shouldn't do it this way, you should do it that way, which is completely fine, but it will probably be more of like helpful commentary than like accusatory commentary if I preface it by saying, hey, I'm not an expert, please relax. But tell me how to improve, of course. Feel free to do that. That's fine. I'm a baby when it comes to VTubing and VR chat. That's fair. That's fair. Did you figure out the eye stuff, by the way, that I showed you or took a screenshot of? I was going to suggest that when people I was going to suggest that when people would ask me something, I would always state I'm not an expert and it's just how I know to do something. Yeah, 100%. Because I think with 3D especially, there's a billion different ways of doing it anyway. So it doesn't matter if yours is the best or whatever. There will be people who like, no, I like my way, so I'm gonna call you dumb and berate you on your post. Because you're not doing it exactly the way I'm doing it. How dare you? But I also like hearing about other ways people are doing things because, like, it's a time and place, right? If I'm doing something and I'm getting like very frustrated and like trying to figure it out and I can't figure it out, the last thing I want is someone to be like, ah, you dummy, you should just do it this way, which is like also quite difficult, but technically easier. Like, time and place, right? But if it's just like general, like, hey, this is really cool, I do it this way and this might help you, I'd be like, holy shit, this is amazing. Because sometimes you'll talk to people and realize that, holy shit, I've been living life on hardcore and just doing things really difficult for no reason, only because that's the only way that I know how to do it. It reminds me kind of like if you try and make a rose or like a flower in Blender, it's like your first instinct is, holy shit, oh no, I need to like do every petal like separately. But then you go on YouTube, you search how to make a flower in Blender or a rose in Blender, and you'll get this one like speedrun tutorial which just shows you a really easy way to do it, and you're like, holy shit, my life is saved. Like, you telling me I didn't need to spend 10 hours doing that? That's crazy. And the result will also usually look better than the one you did, or the one I did in that case. It was me. So yeah, it's just like lots of little things to think about, isn't it? And you have to just learn and adapt. But then sometimes your way is the best way, or the best way that works for you. So it's hard, isn't it? Knowing what's what. Oh shit, no, this is the other. I think we can do mirror on this one. I've gotten the eyes to work in Blender with rotation, but I haven't looked into putting it into Unity for Naruto or VRChat. I gotta check how that goes. That's fair. So I would say pick one to start with, and then You don't have to like go back and forth, back and forth. Like just get like used to one first. Experience its quirks. I would, it's a hard one because I don't know which one I would recommend going with first. I think VR chat has a lot more like content and tutorials on like how to do XYZ because it's just been around for longer, and it's like a multiplayer kind of sort of type of game. So you'll have people who want to teach other people, but then at the same time, Naruto has really nice documentation. Naruto has a really nice community that would love to help. It also has a lot of tutorials, mostly from Kana, who is a 3D modeler, and I think they're like what is it called, like 3D generalist or something. Like they just know how to do a bunch of shit, and they make a lot of good tutorials. They have a lot of content for Naruto, so that can also be really helpful. And I think Naruto's setup in general is just easier, but it does have its own quirks that you have to be aware of. So yeah, maybe just flip a coin and decide which one to go with first, and then you can move on to the next one once you're more comfortable. Oh, and write notes. I assume people already do, but it's so helpful, especially if you stumble upon like this really impossible issue that you've spent 2 days trying to fix, and it's like mega easy to fix, and you're like, wow, I hate this program so much. I will never use Unity ever again. But then you realize that, oh, if you just write it down, you can still be angry, but also use Unity again, and you won't have that issue in the future if you stumble upon something similar. So, time for bed, methinks. Bye bye. No worries, Timo. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Do you ever use inverted hull outlines, by the way? So I think, and don't quote me on this, I could be wrong. I think when you use like, say, Pyomi's outline functionality on their shader, I think it does the same thing. I think it does invert a hull. I'm not entirely right, but as far as I know, there's not a lot of other different ways of doing it unless it's like super specific. So I've used, what is it? It's like in Blender, you do like a solidify modifier, and then you do something. I have the steps written down. But then last time I tried following the steps, it didn't work. And then I just used the MToon, because MToon has an outline option as well. If you have the VRM plugin, you have access to the MToon shader in Blender. Or maybe you need to, I don't know if you need to download MToon separately, but that also allows you just like press one click and then you have outlines, which is really nice. But then you're stuck with MToon's shader node thing. So it's up to you really. But yeah, I tend to use that the very few times that I actually do need to do any shader setup in Blender. I think I want it to be more often because, hang on, I've just realized I'm sitting like an absolute idiot. Give me one moment. I want to learn animation and I want to do like renders and stuff in Blender. I think that could be fun. It might make me want to tear my hair out because I've heard animation in Blender isn't like animation in Maya is apparently better, and I know that Doom was already gone to sleep, so he's not going to hear me say that. Because I would never admit that Maya is better in any regard. But based on like really good animators, I've heard that Maya is the better option for animating, which sucks. Apparently Blender has this limitation where, I'm trying to remember what it was like, but if you rotate like two bones that are symmetrical, and if you both select them, you can't make them rotate simultaneously a certain way. You can only make them rotate like, I think it's left and right or something silly, which, yeah. I can't remember the exact issue, but I remember someone telling me that, and I was like, oh yeah, and I tried finding a way because I really wanted them to start using Blender because I think that could be cool because they're really talented, and then no, there just was no way. I was very sad, very depressed for days. I've begun experimenting with drawing my own black lines on the model's texture to complement the black hole outlines. It helps give it more of a stylized look. So yes, that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. I tend to, what is this? Is this meant to be like a line or something? I don't know what this is. it's a gap of some kind. We'll just draw an outline on it. But that's kind of what I'm doing, because I'm drawing like the outline on the fringe and stuff, but I also want to use a shader with outline on it as well, because that allows me to do more, like, it depends on the UV setup. Like if you've set up your UVs in a way that it will look nice, then go for it. If not, it's really easy to get non-crisp lines. A really easy way to get crisp outlines, and you probably already know this, is that doesn't look good. I'm gonna remove that. What the fuck? Is doing this, where you basically take a loop or whatever. Yeah, you'll see it. So you take this loop, and then if we go to face, head. So it doesn't have to be this big. I don't know why it's this big. I think it's just packed it that big, but you take that loop and then you completely just separate it from the rest of the face, so that if it's something that's its own little island, you can just put a solid color on and it'll be fine. So that's like one of the best ways to get really crisp outlines. The only bad issue about this is that it could increase poly count, which isn't always what you want. You'd have to consider stuff like, I need to fix that nose, because what the fuck. You have to consider stuff like, you have to either add geometry on top, like for what I've done with the nose, or you have to cut into it depending on the shape of it. I also did that for this. You can see this bit is very crisp compared to this. You might need to add more supporting geometry to get the line you want, but it is much better in my opinion. It also screws with the way the model bends too. Does it? What, UV, like adding more geometry, you mean? Because yeah, I think that I can do that. Also, we might go into Blender and start working on the sleeves, because I saw a really, really great post about someone else having the same issue. And they were like, someone else said, oh, you should do XYZ to fix it. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, that's genius, because then I don't have to retopologize it. It does include adding more, well, not necessarily more polygons. It is more work, but it's not as much work. It's like fully retopologizing it. So I think we could try that out, because I think that would be cool if it works. By post, I mean, it wasn't on like Twitter. It was just someone in a Discord server that I'm in who said it. But I was like, holy shit, this could save my life, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what this was meant to be. I'm gonna remove it because it doesn't look very good. There's like a gap though. I wonder why I did that. Maybe we have to look at the reference again and see why I did that. Oh god. Yeah, if it's near a joint. Oh yeah, that's right. That is true. Use a darker shade of the color instead of black for outlines? Yeah. I think black is too harsh for certain looks. I think for like a cartoony look, it's fine. But this one is just like a darker purple. Does it need... I wonder if the liner needs to go... No, it should be fine up there. But we're going to be adding some shading and stuff as well, which is going to blend in the liner a little bit, I think. I think for now, this is probably fine. Let me just check the reference that I haven't missed anything. Oh, there's meant to be some more lines elsewhere, like here and stuff. I think... How are we gonna do it? I was gonna say we can do shading first and then do line art, but it's probably easier to do... No, let's do shading first and then we'll make lines where it fits. I think, yeah. So because we have a gradient, I'm thinking maybe we can cheat a little bit. Where is the gradient? Oh, it's here. Wait, why is this one not... the hell? Oh, wait, we need to fix that. Why? It was mirrored, wasn't it? Oh. Keep holding down the button and that's like causing it to like drag. Oh, that's very thick. Hang on. All right, yeah, we'll leave it like that. And then what I'm gonna do as well, what I do like to do is I like to take the liner color and make that this shadow, like underneath shadow color as well. So I'm gonna do another paint of here and I'm gonna, oh, does that not work on here? Never mind. What about this one? No, it doesn't work on any of those. Right, I'll just make another version of this for blocking out this, basically. We're gonna erase some of it, but it's also a very easy way to get a bit of shadow, I'd say. Ooh. Oh wait, this one isn't UV'd for that, I don't think. Oh no, wait. Oh wait. Sometimes when you do mirroring, it does funky stuff. Maybe this one isn't UV'd for it. No. Where is it? We can just do this and we can just find the line and then it won't be as crisp, but should be okay. Hi Chilky, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Why is I'm so confused. VTuber Studio has like mirrored itself again and I don't know why. Hang on, do I need to just calibrate? Oh, there we go. No, wait. Hang on, that's not right. Oh, just hit me in the face, eh? I am eat, lurk, that's fine. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you have a good food. Not the chips versus crisps talking again. No, I meant, listen, you know what I meant. A crisp line is what I meant. Yeah, because like realistically, you're not really gonna see this much, right? Like this is even way painted to the chest, so you're definitely not gonna see it. Where's the other one? Is it here? Oh, I also made it so that they're all facing downwards because I want to add some anisotropic lighting on it. And you need the UVs to be a certain way to do that. I don't know if that's supported in Pototune. I keep forgetting that I'm going to use Pototune. I might just have to start using Pyomi for a bit until I get, like, until it gets all the features I want. But yeah, I think that looks nice. Oh, actually, I don't know if purple should be all the way. Maybe it needs to be like... Maybe it needs to be like white, but then... Oh, white stripes. That sounds pretty good. Let's go with like multiplayer or something. Oh wait. Pass through. Maybe not. Normal. Oh wait, it's because it's white, isn't it? It needs to be a bit darker. Yeah, there we go. I'm thinking like that. That would allow us to have like a gradient, a shadow that goes with the gradient. All right, cool. The war, not the war. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. Let's see. I'm not sitting right. Hang on. Okay, there we go. My keyboard is like completely blocked out from all the cables. I need to figure out a better position, I think, but it should be okay for now. Yes, we want that shadow there, and I think we probably want to go as far as putting... Do we have anywhere else we can put it? Not really, for now anyway. We do want to also add some line art to this, but I'm a bit scared that because it's not flat like these are, we won't be able to do it. So if we put like a fake outline on, we can maybe see... Do we have to use toon power? Is that it? Oh, it's because we're in base color. It kind of fucks with the eyes, but you can kind of see like where the outline would go. But it won't be like 100%, but it messes with things that have backface calling on. You're worried the line art would stretch? No, not really. It's more about that it like... that it looks good. I mean, if I make it the same color as the hair, it should be fine. But I'm also going to have a line art thing on the shader, so... should be okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's turn this off real quick. Actually, let's just go to base color, I guess. What do we want to do next? I think we want to do some shading, right? Of the hair? Because it looks a bit dull right now. So let's call this hair, shadow, back. So we don't like get confused. And then, but I think we probably want to duplicate this. And just clear the mask and then call this bangs shadow. Why not? Because we do want to add, we do want to add below the line art though. So I think that should be okay. Is that gonna multiply? Wait, hang on. Yeah, we might need to change the color. I think it's a bit dark. Like, hang on, let's just go a bit more purple maybe. So I'm thinking it's not going to be exactly like the shading on the reference that we have. But I think we should start with some bits here. Oh, we should... Oh no, we won't do symmetrical yet. And we'll just erase it from here for now, because we don't need... from here yet. Oh, there we go. And then actually we should probably just like do that as well to get them out of our hair. Out of our hair. Right, let's see. Oh, we should probably extend that as well. And then what I want to do as well before we like continue is I want to save. But also add like almost like an overlay on the very top. So this is going to be like skin reflection. So we'll make this like something like this. And we want to get like the biggest, softest brush we can get. Oh, we probably, oh, I don't know if we want to do it underneath the line art. We probably want to do symmetry on it. Just like, it's a bit much right now, but I'm gonna turn it down. And I think we probably want to do like a different color blending mode. This is a bit harsh. Well, you know what? We'll just keep it normal for now. And then we'll turn down the flow. And I think we want to change maybe the color a little bit as well. Let me turn the wireframe on. Maybe a bit more like reddish. Just gonna try and erase a little bit more. Yeah, I think that looks nice. I don't know why this looks nice. It just kind of does. And it's something that I've like tried to always do in my drawings as well. It's something I see other artists do as well. So I just want to have that on top. And then I think I want to go in with the, that's the back shadow. Bank shadow. There it is. I'm gonna do another. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate it. Oh no, because it's multiply. Oh, we can't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a paint layer. I'm just gonna try and do like a little bit of shading in places that will look nice. It might help to, oh yeah, they're already excluded. All right, so turn that off to make it a bit easier to see. think we can probably add the shadow, like, you know, where it goes between. It's not going to move that much, I don't think. The fringe, that is. I don't actually remember how much weight painting I gave that. It's been so long. It feels like it was ages ago since I rigged this model. And it probably has been. I want to make it go a little bit up there as well. Oh. Does that look so far? It's a little bit on the darker side, isn't it? I wonder if we need to like maybe have this be like the mega dark color and then lighten up the rest. That might be something to do. Because it does looks to be a little bit on the dark side. What is that? Is that a line? Oh yeah, I think it's a line art. Where is the line arts? Oh, there it is. No, not that one. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, I've just I realized where all the like the color kind of went. I need to erase that. And let's see. There is the... Oh, there it is. Bangs color, right. And I think what we also want to do is we want to go in and like maybe lighten some of the areas and then darken some other ones. I think that could be good. Afterwards, I feel like I'm like mega locked in now. Well, that's not a very nice shape, is it? Oh, by the way, do you guys have any fun plans this weekend? I think I just saw like... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that my little bit of my fringe on my wampano is like transparent because of the green screen thing. My weekend plans, Blender, hell yeah. Exciting. Are you gonna be continuing a project? Or are you gonna start something fresh? I always love the idea of starting something fresh until I like actually have to do it, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh no. New project is scary. No. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I think gathering the references and like setting things up is probably my favorite thing of modeling, which is kind of sad when you think about it, because it's like thing that you have to do before it starts. Maybe we can like erase maybe. Oh, I haven't done much here yet, but like, what does that look like? It's kind of like a painterly style, isn't it? I don't know if I like it yet. I wonder if I can like change this to be something. No. I hate reference gathering because I always fall for the rabbit holes. What rabbit holes? Like you just get stuck finding some? I think if I'm gonna do this, I should probably define the areas a little bit more. Endlessly finding pictures ad and no amount ever being enough. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like that's not really an issue. Like when you're working with VTuber models, because it depends actually. It really depends. If they don't have a complete image or like complete reference, or maybe there are some stuff like from the side view and stuff that you have to see, then yeah, you're gonna have to be struggling a bit. But yeah, I don't know if I think I'll turn it off for now. We'll come back to it. You have to work this side as well. Maybe it's different for environment art. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think if you're like making something out of like, and you don't have like a specific design you have to follow. It's just like, yeah, I want to make an environment of a church or whatever. You have like an idea rather than rather a reference, and that makes sense. It will be a lot harder. I mean, that's something that I'm gonna have to try out for my like the room that I'm planning to create, like the environment, I guess. But it's gonna be less outdoors and more like my room. I was thinking of getting like a design drawn for it, but like first and then make a like, it would be cool to have like a 2D version and a 3D version that were distinctly different but also the same. But I don't know if there's like a lot of people that just like draw like backgrounds, you know, like for commissions and stuff. And then would also be okay with me making it into a 3D model. I think that's like the extra clause, isn't it? I also haven't looked very hard, so it could just be me like not having properly checked. What are we thinking so far? Does it look okay? Does it look nice? Does it look a bit much? Does it look a bit... Oh. Cancel. I almost shut down my OBS. That's crazy. I feel like it might be a little bit on the messy side. I feel like it's still a bit dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over with a soft brush just gonna like erase the edges a little bit. I feel like that's better, maybe, possibly. Maybe it's too much. Oh, no. Maybe like this is better. Yeah. Yeah. If you would need some textures for the room, I'd be happy to make more practice for me. If it would be a realistic style, it would be in like a toon style, like anime style, basically. That's why I'm planning to like have someone draw it and then I'll 3D model it and cry because I've never made environments before, and how will I even do lighting? Lighting is scary, very scary. So yeah, no practice for me. I mean, you can practice all you want if you want. You could, as a practice, if you wanted to, you could work on what you think my room would look like in a realistic style. I think that could be cool. If you wanted to, of course, no pressure. But if you wanted like an idea for something to do. Let's see. I'm just messing around. Wow, so you're not gonna do it? Wow, okay. I see how it is. That's fine, I'm joking. That's fine, I get it. Hang on, I'm gonna pull multiply you actually. Yeah, I think that's nicer. I'm still working on that two-door environment I was making a while back. Oh, wait, what was that? I don't think I don't know if I saw it. I remember you working on the, it was like, it wasn't a barrel, but I think it was like a horse carriage or like a carriage. I don't know. It was when you were last streaming and working on it. Environment's hard, but you're a Blender user. Just block out your environment and add some light and you have the perfect drawing reference. No, no, because I think I'd like an environment that has like, that has lots of little things, lots of little real things that one would have in your room. I feel like if I were to do it with just blocking out, it would just like look boring and like very like sterile. Do you know what I mean? I sent you some screenshot at the time. The environment is post-streaming. Okay, hang on. Wait, was it the church or like a building? Because I remember you were doing that as well. I can't believe you're expecting me to have good memory. Oh no. Hang on. I'm gonna check our DMs. Yeah, you were doing a house. Is that it? Not a house. It's like buildings. Do you still remember how we met? Don't ask me these questions. No. Don't ask me these questions. If I don't have proof, if I don't have written down proof, I struggle. I barely remember how me and Visu met, to be fair, so. But since then, I've discovered a better way to approach, and now I'm currently working on that rework. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I hope it goes well. Also, what do you mean post-streaming career? When you're returning, eh? Need to come back to streaming. I don't know why I'm like, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm like punching my fist as if I'm like about to fight you if you don't come back to streaming. Oh god, where did Substance go? We're back. We're so back. Wait, Flounder, can you actually remind me though? Because I'm so sorry. I have really bad memory. Thank you, and maybe never. No, that's not an answer. But I'm thinking to like stream building the environment when it's in production stages. You totally should. I think that could be cool. But now, while I am building and learning. Oh, but not now while I'm building and learning. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. Oh, I want to add some shadows for this bits. So I think we'll take I think we'll just duplicate this one and we'll just take that one. Duplicate. Clear mask. Air vents. Shadow. Let's see. Do I have the brush? Yes. I feel like this is too smooth. We need it like all the way down here. All right, we're gonna take our last break. I don't know how I feel about that. It looks a bit flat, doesn't it? I don't know if I want to make that a shadow or not. It might be part of a shadow map. I don't know. But yes, we're gonna take our last break. It's about 3 minutes. Don't worry. We're gonna pause everything so you're not gonna miss anything. And I'll see you guys very soon. All right? BRB. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Hang on. Okay, cool. We're gonna continue. Oh, I did say we might go into Blender, right? I don't know what I prefer. I think I'm like in the zone for texturing, so I might just continue texturing and see how it goes. We also might call it a bit early today because I'm really sleepy, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, okay. Right, cool. Yes, welcome back everyone. What the hell is this? Okay. Weird substance on my desk. Nice. Oh, hang on. I need to send a quick message to Visu. All right. Okay, so back to texturing. Yeah, I still don't know if I want to keep that shadow. I feel like it might be better. Like basically this is more what it's gonna look like. Like we're gonna have texturing here. So it's gonna block out all this bit. I hope. If not, I'll have to move some geometry around or add like an extra add like an extra mesh or something to like block it out. We'll see how it goes, but I think this looks pretty okay so far. So what do we want to do next? I feel like it's not entirely done just yet. I think we're just gonna keep the air vents there for now, but I do want to go, I think, where is it? Bangs, shadow. I want to go like in here. And I want to just grab like a darker color, I'd say. Like maybe like so. Oh. Maybe not symmetrical, maybe. Maybe it should be lighter. It's looking very like, I think because the multiply is looking very dark right now. Which isn't my intention. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think we'll just remove that for now. I don't like it. But I think we can maybe do some shading on the side bits. That could work. And then we'll put symmetry on. Why is that not showing up? Oh, wait, I know. Okay, so we can remove that and then duplicate, clear mask. Do this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Right. Just gonna start by doing the shadow bits on here. And then just refining them. I think it'll be fine if it's mirrored, like symmetrical. Just gonna add a bit of shadow here as well. Oh, and we do want a bit of a, it's not gonna be much because this hair strand is like separate. Hair strand. But we do want to start with the, what's it called? Like where the hair comes out of the scalp. I think we do want to texture that a bit as well. Maybe we don't want that to be symmetrical actually, so we might want to turn off symmetry for that. Sorry, I need to cough. I don't know where that came from. Let's see. I think we want to start erasing a little bit of the initial shadow that we laid down here, but maybe not too much. We do want to erase maybe one bit here, but let's take that fully up to like here, I'd say. All right, cool. So I think that looks okay. Not entirely like finished look, but that's fine. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. I'm just thinking we do want to do something about this. We probably want to have some stuff come from the top as well. Because right now it's a bit barren. Doesn't look, oh, we might need to add some more loops there. I think it's a bit like, oh god, there isn't a lot of like things going on in terms of silhouette up there. Yeah, so we can add some more loops there. That's fine. Oh. I'll like erase that a little bit. We still have that sharp. Maybe we can have like a few more that go a bit further up. Maybe this one. Yeah. I quite like it so far, but I think there's just something that's like missing. I don't know like how to explain it. I don't know if there's just like too much of it that's gradient, maybe that's like throwing me off, maybe. I wonder if the multiply of the shadow is causing a bit of an issue, because it's not like, it looks okay on this one, but when it comes to the purple bits, it does look a bit, not weird, but maybe like muddy is the word. Like, let me just see if maybe there's some. Oh. It's hard to do shadows with gradient, isn't it? I wonder, I'm gonna try something out. I wonder if it's easier to do. No, these are line arts. Like do the shadow with one color. Oh, thank you, Seribot. Thank you so much. Like if we just do this, but then we do that on top. But then we do multiplying that. Oh no, that doesn't look very good either. Maybe I need to Google it. Hang on. Shading a gradient anime. Maybe there's like a tip or trick I'm missing. Drawing. How I shade gradient hair / tutorial. Oh, exactly what I need. Right. Let's have a look. This is a video on YouTube by Dinosaur from 5 years ago. I'm just having a quick look here. So they have the gradient as normal, and then they have a multiplier layer on top. Which, what do they use? I'm trying to see what color it is. So I think they use like a middle range as the base color, but then they do that as multiply. And then what else do they do? They must do like something else afterwards. Oh, wait, hang on. They just like jumped a whole different step. What the hell? Yeah, so their current, like based on the timestamp I'm looking at, looks very similar to what mine looked like, but then they've completely changed it. What the hell? Huh. Okay. So I think what they basically do is very similar to a technique I've seen before, which is basically using like almost like color grading. Hang on. So the shadow layer, let's just go back a few steps. We want to set the bangs to multiply. Yeah, so that's where it was, right? Yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna set the bang shadow, which I think it's very similar to this already, but I'm gonna set it to like something there, which it does look a bit better already. Doesn't look that much different. But then I think what they do, hang on, let me look at filters. So if I just do a fill layer, filter, let's have a look. It's called, is it called a gradient map? I don't know if there is gradient maps in, there's gradient dynamic, but I don't know what that means. Map. Gradient curve? No, I don't know what this is. Don't know how to use this. What was the other one? Gradient dynamic? Gradient source. No, I don't think this has... Trying to think what I can use instead. Like, I wonder if I can maybe just fake it in a way. So if I do add paint and then, because I can go over this, but it's, how do they do it in their video? Did it go over the multiply? Like, what layer were they on? They don't open their layers, damn it. Oh wait, they do. Hang on. Right, okay. What would be the best way? I think if I add the mask to a folder, then I can do stuff with, like, that might be the way. So if I get rid of this and then I add a, let's say, front bangs, right? So which one is the front bangs? Is this one? So I'll put that in front bangs and then pass through. And then I'll make a new folder called side bangs, I guess, which is this one. And we do pass through. So if I now go to front bangs and then add a fill layer, add a black mask, but then I do like color dodge on it. Is that gonna work? Yes. Hang on, let me just paint that and see which one give me the best result. Oh wait, it's quite gray, isn't it? If I do like, let's do like not bright purple, but like, you know what I mean? None of them really give me like color dodge. Thought. Like this one is probably the closest one, which is vivid light. But if I do copy mask and then put that on, paste into mask. Okay, so this might be something that we can do then. So if I just like just hear me out, just hear me out, just see the vision, okay? Just see the vision. But like I need to change it to a different color, right? Like if I can just give that a bit more life, I feel that's gonna be good. And then I can do duplicate, clear mask. But then I can like go in on the bottom and like do something similar. I've just realized that we need to have it set to like not them. There we go. Right, okay, right? But then what if I change this to like something more a bit purple, but not necessarily like not necessarily blue. Like the more I go here, the more blue it becomes. I don't want blue, I just want like a bit of, I guess pink is maybe more what I want. But maybe this one isn't the best for like the bottom bit. Maybe I need to use another one. What's that? Darken? I think it's a bit much at the moment, but we can always like just turn it down a little bit, you know? Just to give it a bit, I guess, a bit more color. I think we'll keep it like that for now, but I might change it. I might be like, nah, I don't like this. Because this is what it looked like before, which is very like dull in a way. But this might be a bit too bright. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I think we're actually gonna call it there for today. I'm really tired. And I have a big long day tomorrow, which is gonna be a lot of fun, but I'm gonna have to like mentally socially prepare, because yeah, I'm not really outside much, so, but I think it'll be amazing. The shading is so cool. It looks like cat stripes. Hi Luma, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, the shading is gonna be a bit of not a mystery, but it's gonna be a little bit back and forth. I think I'm gonna try a few bits and stuff. I get what you mean though. It kind of does look like cat stripes, doesn't it? And it would make sense considering I'm a cat, but we'll see if we keep it. But yeah, I think we are gonna call it. I do apologize for the shorter stream. I'm very sleepy. And this big day tomorrow, so I'm gonna see who's online. Who's currently streaming. Let's have a look. There's not much art people on today. Oh wait, hang on. Show more. Let me have a look. I think we can go say hello to Quartz Streamer. They're doing some painting? Question mark? I don't know what medium it is specifically, but it looks really nice. And I think they're painting moths, which I like moths. They're cute. When they're like big fluffy ones, not when they're like tiny nasty ones, you know? So I'm gonna do let's do the raid message. There we go. I'm just gonna swap scene as well. All right, cool. Yes. So, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I know that I wasn't able to stream on Wednesday, but I'm hoping that next week will be a bit more regular, and I'm hoping that we're gonna be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I will get back to you. If I make a stream schedule, it's pretty much like set in stone. If not, we're just going to take it day by day, and I'll update you in the Discord, which I've put a link down in case you want to say hello and join. That's completely fine, optional if you do. But that's pretty much about it. What was I going to say? Oh, just a small update on my wrist. My wrist is feeling a lot better now. I don't think about it as much, which means it's not hurting as much, which is really good. So yeah. But I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. If the weather's good where you are, then, you know, enjoy the sun. If it's not, then I'm so sorry. I hope you're able to get kept nice and cozy with rain or snow or whatever weather you have around you. Oh, I'm really late. Hi, Gimazel. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm doing a smaller stream today, but I hope you're doing well. And also, I'm going to cut my message before we go. And we're going to go say hello to Quartz Streamer, who's an amazing artist. And doing some painting and looks really nice. So yeah, bye-bye.